Pugh.
Tonight on Beer Review for Dafydd Pugh, it's Coffee Stout. Alright, Dav, and hello, Pleasant Peter, and hello, Mum. We're on to the next of my birthday beers, Coffee Stout. So, Mum bought me this one, thanks, Mum. She did say she bought this as a bit of a, I don't know, not as a joke, maybe just to make an interesting review, and she did hint that she wanted to see a review of this. I am feeling a bit, I was going to say ambidextrous about this. That's not the word, is it? Rambunctious? Apprehensive, that's a word. About this beer. Stouts in particular, I mean, I kind of like stouts. I like Guinness, some other ones. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of them. I used to really love Guinness, but don't not so much lately. It really smells of coffee. And that smells a bit like Bailey's, actually. It smells lovely. Let's try and get a bit of a head going. It worked a bit too well. Well, we'll just sit and wait for that for a few minutes. Well, that looks like it's gone down enough. Let's give it a taste. It's a strong flavour, very stouty. Does taste a bit like coffee. It doesn't taste like Bailey's like I was kind of hoping it to, but I mean, Bailey's beer probably wouldn't work. I'm gonna say this is kind of nice. It's weird. It's not something I'd normally choose, but it's all right. Well, I'll get on with my other evening stuff now while drinking it and ruminate over a while. What I won't do, though, is leave it for a good 20 minutes because what Peter pointed out, well, obviously AI did this for him, but it told me from last night's Good Times beer, because I'd left it for 20 minutes. Well, I didn't leave it for 20 minutes, I drank it over 20 minutes. Towards the end, it wasn't as nice, and technically, that's normal for lager, apparently, if you drink it slowly. I've never actually noticed this before, to be fair. I'm sure I've spent 20 minutes drinking a lager in the past, and it still tasted all right by the end, but apparently it's a bad thing to do, and I should be ashamed of myself as a professional beer reviewer. So I'll drink this, at a fairly normal whack, and so we can give it a proper, score. Anyway, see you in a minute. Well, you join me in the shed. The guitar that you saw me working on in the last video is now put together again. Still a work in progress. I'm doing a bit of sanding, and I think that's a bit of a bad combination with drinking beer, to be honest, because of course we're going to get dust in the beer, and I normally wear my dust mask as well, and you can't drink beer while wearing a dust mask. So I've got to quit one of them at some point. I don't know. I suppose I've got to finish the beer and then continue sanding. Anyway, time to grade this. It's a weird one. It's definitely not bad. It's definitely not something I would buy again or buy on purpose. However, it's interesting. I'd say if you're kind of on the fence on whether should I have a coffee, should I have a beer, why not just have some coffee flavour stouts? I think that would be quite a sensible halfway house, to be honest. Other than that, choose some nice coffee or a nice beer. I'm going to give this one 6.5 Dafydd pews out of 10. I'm pleasantly surprised. It was not horrible. I am going to finish the whole bottle. Thank you, Mum, for choosing this for me. And Dav, if you do see this in the shops, like I said, don't buy it unless you're thinking coffee or beer. Yeah, I'll go for that. Anyway, cheers everyone. Bye.